All right, ladies, good evening. Good evening. We are live. So let me make sure you guys can hear me live inside of the Facebook group. Give me 1 second. Let's see. All right, and as you guys pop on, do me a favor, say hi. Let me know you can hear me, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, cool. Okay, so that is there. Okay. All right, so as you pop on, do me a favor so that I know that you can hear. Drop a comment, say hi. I'm just gonna make sure we are live. And then I need to go, because sometimes I can't see the comments from here. Oh, okay, good evening, you can hear me, okay. All right, I'm excited, I'm super excited. I hope you guys are excited, just as excited as I am. Let me go in here so I can see the comments. All right, good evening, Brianna, Chantel, and Sean. Q, good evening, ladies. Welcome. I'm glad you guys were able to get it live. I value you guys' time, and I've been ready to get. So someone said they couldn't download their workbook. Did anyone have a chance to download their workbook? Let me see if I can. I'm gonna drop it in the comments. Give me 1 second. I just saw someone post that, and I want to make sure I get them that information really quick. Thank you. I decided to put some clothes on today. At least, you know, it's actually a dress, but I'm gonna say that it's a sweater because my legs are too long, so I always wear it with pants because I have like really long legs. So if not, it looks like my dress is too short. Like I'm out here, as my mother would say, out here being fast. So it's a dress, but we're gonna say that it's a shirt because yeah. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I just want to share this to her. Share this. No, share link to view. All right. I think I did that right. All right. So if you don't have, let's see, if you don't have the workbook, you can just follow along, and you can always go back and download the workbook as well. So I'll put it in the comments in the group as well. If I can get back there, give me 1 second. Thank y'all for y'all patience. You know, this little technology stuff, it's something else sometimes. So I want to just drop it in there too. This person was on you know how you have it on the website where you accept text messages and stuff. So they were on the website and posted that they couldn't download the workbook. So I'm going to actually drop it under this Facebook group. Okay, so, and I did not shorten the link. I just dropped it as it is, so it's all long and funky. So I apologize. But nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I'm excited. I'm excited. So I hope you guys are just excited as myself. And let me make sure, where am I at? Okay. Make sure I have my notes and everything as well. Close some of this stuff. All right. Okay, cool. So you were able to download it from the email. For some reason, I don't know if it's one of the emails that went out because I probably sent like out multiple emails and stuff over the last couple of weeks. So I apologize for that too, guys. I'm in the process of switching to ConvertKit and trying to figure out all these tags and these segments. So if you get multiple emails from me, I promise y'all, I'm not trying to spam y'all, but I want to make sure I get y'all the information that y'all need. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to share my screen. Okay, I think I'm good. Or did I close it? Trying to send that book. Y'all are meeting this technology. Okay, I think I'm here. Okay. And this be the thing when you have multiple screens. All right, so I'm going to remove myself so y'all can see the screen, and I'll pop back in shortly. All right, so I'm excited. I'm glad that you guys can hear me and you were able to download your workbooks. If not, I have posted the link inside the Facebook group so that you can. So this is Gloria. Gloria is trying to join in and can't. So it's inside the Facebook group. Okay, hold on. She's inside. She's at my website. Okay, so I think she just has the location all wrong. She's on my website looking to join. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I put in there for her to join inside the Facebook group with a bunch of typos. All right. Okay, y'all. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna do a little bit of housekeeping. All right. So first thing, like we were talking about, if you haven't, you want to make sure you download your workbook, or you have a pen and paper to follow along. You also want to invite your friends to this, guys. Okay. So, and I apologize, I'm switching screens. I forgot I was sharing the screen while I was trying to reply to her and everything. And I know that there is a lag. So if I missed something, do me a favor, drop it in the comments, and I promise you I will go back and I'll catch up, for the sake of it. So if you're live, I want you to do me a favor, comment #LiveSquad. And if you're watching this replay, give me a #replay so I know that you are here, right? Because I want to make sure I do come back and acknowledge you. I appreciate always anyone who takes the time out and jumps on any of my lives, because I know we are all busy, especially in this season. And also we're all trying to build our business, right? So we're all busy trying to do the necessary actions in our business to get results, right? So if you are here tonight, like, I know that you are serious about building your business. Okay, so I don't take that for granted whatsoever. All right, so all right, cool. So wanted to make sure we got that out the way. So paper, invite your friends. I'm one of the ones, I promise you, I try to keep it real. I try to give you the stuff that you need, no fluff and stuff like that. So, don't hesitate to share this information with your friends as well. Those that are entrepreneurs or have some goals that they want to accomplish. Okay. All right. Trying to make sure I'm sharing the right screen and all that kind of stuff still, making sure that we are still good. Okay, I see you, Chantel. I see you, Q, #LiveSquad, my Live Squad people. So I appreciate y'all. So, all right. So I'm moving forward. Y'all. I just wanted to make sure we are good. So for those of you who are new, I know some of you have been a part of this group for a while, or either you've been past clients, part of my mastermind, or, whatever, you've gotten on one of the calls, you're not new to me. But for those of you who may have recently joined, because this is a brand new group that I did, recently launch this year, when I decided to relaunch and come back and, focus on building my mastermind, I shut down my previous group and started a new group because I wanted some new energy, right? And I wanted to connect with those who were, looking to build their business, looking for the whole accountability, entrepreneurs, and, for the most part. So for those of you who are new to me, I am your Be Courageous Accountability and Mastermind Coach. I'm a certified life repositioning coach as well as leadership coach. So when I actually got started in this industry, I got started as a life coach. And the way I got involved in business is because as I started my coaching business, I started attracting other people who were interested in, how did you start this business, et cetera. And then my husband had a retail clothing store and a carpet cleaning business and stuff like that. So I just learned business savvy stuff by experience, right? So, and I found myself more so gravitating towards that aspect of it. So I'm the founder also of the Be Courageous CEO Society, which is my new mastermind that's actually launching in January, right? So I'm just wrapping up the beta program of that, testing and made some tweaks and things of that sort to pivot, especially now since everything is online, thanks to COVID. So, and I help female entrepreneurs get unstuck, take action, and reach their goals, right? I offer a solution-focused approach to help you get results in your life, in your business. So I'm all about results. Like, so if you want someone that's going to push you over the mountain, you know, I'm, of course, will, you know, cheer you on and things of that sort. But I'm that girl that's going to call you on your shit and be like, this is what we need to do. You know, you have like 5 minutes to feel sorry for yourself. And then we're kind of like over it. What's the plan, right? So how we're doing it, how we're doing, and how we're moving forward. That's kind of like my motto. So who is this challenge for? So if you are here over the next 5 days, right, and you're joining me in this challenge is for female entrepreneurs who have a specific goal. You know what it is that you want. You just need, you know, maybe the action plan or the clarity to make it happen. Hey there, welcome. Is it Genevieve? I apologize if I pronounced it wrong. And stuff. And this challenge, like I said, is action-based and results-driven, no fluff. Like, I don't like fluff. I don't like getting on, you know, webinars or lives and things of that sort, and they're drawing it on and stuff like that to build up their engagement. You know, again, I love my live squad, as well as my replay viewers. So #replay, and I try to get straight to the point, so I can get you the information. And also there is some work that has to be done, right? So if you're here, of course, you want to get this information, but not just consume information, right? Because you can consume information all day. The most important thing is that I hope that you take something of value from here, but also that you implement. You implement on the information that you receive, right? That you don't hold on to it, that you don't say, I'll do it, you know, tomorrow or next week or, you know, next month, right? Because, you know, money loves speed. You have to be able to make decisions, and you have to be able to take action, right? Especially if you're one of those ones that find yourself procrastinating or waiting for the right moment, because there's never a right moment. You have to make right now your moment. Okay, so it's all about taking action. We also, this group that I formed, it's all about accountability and, you know, also the opportunity to be able to mastermind. So I really created this space for women to have that accountability, because I know what it's like to spend thousands, you know, on coaching, thousands to be part of masterminds and things of that sort. And they do bring you so much value and so much results. But I also know what it's like to be at a point in your business where you're like, oh, you know, sometimes people go out there. I don't know if any of y'all have bought some of those coaching programs or joined a program where it lasts for a certain period of time. And then after that, you know, that 12 weeks or after that 90 days or so, there's no more support. And so then you kind of like find yourself backsliding, and you wish you just had someone that could hold you accountable or, you know, check in with and be around other like minds. So that's why I created this space, so that you ladies can have somewhere to be able to, you know, hey, this is what I'm working on this week. This is what I need accountability on, etc. Right? So it's all about building relationships and helping each other win. So I just wanted to put that out there, because I was feeling that right there in that moment. Right. So I am going to give away some prizes, because I love prizes. So appreciate y'all too as well. So these are the prizes that I'm giving away over the next 5 days. Right. So we'll have 2 $5 Starbucks gift cards. Right. Who doesn't like coffee or some tea? Also, my 12-week goal planner. So I recently created a planner that I launched as part of my 12-week mastermind that's starting in January. So I'll be giving away 2 of those. Also, there will be an opportunity to get a 30-minute private one-on-one session with me, because right now I currently don't do those. Those are only available to those that are in my mastermind program. So that right there is definitely a value itself. And as well as 1 grand prize person will win a spot inside of the Courageous CEO Mastermind that launches on January 4th. So of course, throughout this challenge, I'm going to tell you about the CEO Mastermind. I'm not one of those ones at the end like, hey, you know, here's your opportunity to join me. Yes, I'm going to offer you an opportunity to take this farther if you want the additional accountability to build your business, right? And it's not going to break the bank. So to win the grand prize, this is how you win the grand prize, right? All the other prizes are great, But to be part of win the grand prize, you have to comment on all 5 days of the live training and do all 5 days of the work, right? To be entered into the grand prize. So you got to show up, not just show up, but you got to do the work, right? It's all about taking action. And I promise you, the action steps are not, something crazy or, things of that sort. So we are about to jump into our training, but before we do, I want to know about your business. So if you could, in the comments, let me know what it is that you do. And one person who drops their business on the live will receive a Starbucks gift card, right? So I'll make that announcement. I'll make the announcement tomorrow, right? But the winner will be, I said announced at the end, but that's not going to happen because I actually need to put it in a little rotator thingy and allow it to spin. But the winner will be announced, I'm going to say tomorrow. But so erase that whole little part that I have down there saying that the winner will be announced at the end of the live and must be present to claim the prize. For time's sake, I'll announce it tomorrow. Okay, but let me know what it is that you do in the comments, if you would. Share your business. I want to know what you ladies do. Some of you, I'm very familiar with what it is that you do because you've been a part of this mastermind or this accountability group for a minute, and you share consistently your goals weekly. So I've had a chance to actually understand or know what it is that you do as an entrepreneur. But for those of you who are new, and there may be other women in this group that are watching it, share with them what it is that you do. This is also an opportunity to be able to make connections, right? Make connections. All right, so I see Chantel. Yes, Chantel is an independent consultant with the Body Shop at Home, which is the head to toe essentials company. All right. So you guys go ahead and put those in there. So like I said, tomorrow I will announce who the winner is of the $5 gift card. Okay, so this is what we're going to cover over the next 5 days, right? Clarity. Today we'll talk about your clarity, goals, and the vision for your life. And day 2 is all about creating an action plan to get there, right? So I'm very particular about, again, like I said, no fluff. We're actually going to create an action plan, right, to make it happen. Day 3 is the mindset shift. And I actually think day 3 should be day 1. But let's be real, ladies. How many of you, like I know from my own experience, a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we are like, what's the action plan? What's the action plan? I want to make this happen. But a lot of times, the thing that is actually stopping us from moving forward is the mindset. So we need to do that whole shift, because you could create a $10,000 blueprint today on how to make $10,000. But if you don't believe that you can do it, then your actions and your thoughts and your actions are not going to reflect that, right? So day 3 is all about the mindset shift. All right. I'm watching, ladies. I see. So we got Teresa. She's IBO with Tradera and the Forex trading. Teresa, hey, I haven't connected with you in a while. Welcome to the group as well. Desiree, welcome. So those of you who are watching live, hashtag Live Squad and hashtag replay if you are catching the replay. And right now on day 1, I am giving away a $5 gift card to one lucky person today who shares what they do in the comments, and I will make the announcement. I'll make the announcement this evening. I just won't do it on the live. I want to have a chance to actually make sure I don't miss anyone, okay? In day 4, we're going to talk about your productivity type and your peak energy time, right? Because this is important, because a lot of times people are like, get your planners, get your to-do list, all these different things, but a planner does not necessarily work for everyone. Some people like to-do lists, bullet points to have it all mapped out, whatever it is. So you have to know what your productivity type is and your peak energy time is, right? And then day 5, we are celebrating our wins, because guess what? We don't celebrate our wins enough, especially those small wins. So that's also why I created this group, because again, each week you can share what it is that you are doing. And it may have been, hey, you're thinking I only added, 5 subscribers, only 3 people signed up for my newsletter, only got 1 or 2 customers. But the thing is, you don't celebrate those 1 or 2 customers, right? So begin to, celebrate. So that's why I encourage you to share your goals on Monday, come back on Friday, and celebrate those wins or so, right? So also that you can see throughout the month what you have accomplished. Because if you are not writing down what it is that you do daily and you're not keeping track, it's so easy to look up at the end of the month and feel like you haven't done nothing and you have accomplished so much. So many times, like I said, we don't give ourselves enough credit for what it is that we do. So again, in this group, we not only celebrate our wins, we celebrate each other's wins, okay? So day 5 is all about celebrating the wins, because you will have some wins over these next 5 days, whether it's an action step or whether it's a mindset shift, okay? So I'm confident in that we're gonna celebrate something. So let's go ahead, jump into day 1. Day 1 is all about clarity, goals, and the vision for your life. Okay, so I'm excited. All right, welcome, Tammy. Hey, Denny. And same Tammy. And Tammy's an independent travel agent, network marketing. All right, well, ladies, welcome to the group. So welcome. So we are in day 1, right? So day 1 of the challenge is really just, let me go back real quick before I get to that point. So, excuse me, I was supposed to download this as a PDF, but I was making changes right before. But so day 1 is all about clarity, goals, and the vision for your life, right? It's all about clarity. And it's all about talking about what it is that you really want. So that way we can create a plan, an action plan on how to get there. But before we can have that conversation, right? Let's talk about the 7 biggest mistakes that people make when achieving their goals. At least what I think are the 7 biggest mistakes, I should say. And the first one is not knowing your why. Okay, so it's important that you know what it is, not only what it is that you want, right? But you have to have a why. It's to make more money is not a strong enough why, right? Because you can make more money doing anything. But why is it, using the vehicle that you are currently doing? What is your why behind that? Okay, so it's important to know your why it is that you want to accomplish, what it is that you're doing. Like for me, I want to be able to, leave a legacy for my children, but also I'm already thinking about my grandchildren that I will have years to come. Okay, so things of that sort, right? Not knowing your why is one of the biggest mistakes. Setting vague and non-specific goals, right? So you can't do that. You have to be very specific about what it is that you want and how you're going to get it. And then also one of those things is setting goals that are too big or unrealistic. So for some people, hey, they set, because you see it online that, hey, I want to make 6 figures, and I will say, 6 figures is, once you make it, you're like, oh, okay, that wasn't so bad. It's actually not too hard. But for me, when I first started in this industry, me saying making $10,000 a month seemed so unrealistic, and I didn't believe it. So I didn't show up like I can make $10,000 a month. So I started setting a goal with, okay, this month, let me set 500. Let me set, 3,000 or so. And then I worked my way up to that. My beliefs began to match that, right? My action steps began to also match that. The people I began to hang around with, and when I started investing in myself and joining other mastermind groups, those are the things that, made me level up and actually helped my belief. Okay. Not having a strategy is another mistake that people make. You have to have a strategy, because if not, guess what? You are just, going out there throwing spaghetti on the wall. You may have some success, but it's not consistent, right? And if you want consistent growth and to build a business for the long term, you're going to have a strategy. And then also being inconsistent. You have to be consistent. Of course, we have our days where, we're tired, and be honest, we just don't want to do it or whatever it is, but you have to have some form of consistency, right? About what it is that you're doing within your business. Okay. So that is definitely important that you have that. Okay. So set a plan, of course, in your plan, in your schedule, allow yourself time off within your business, like block it out on your calendar, things of that sort. Okay. You also possibly are not paying attention to your habits or your productivity type. Okay. So this isn't something that I more so started focusing on maybe within the last year or so, because I was trying to make myself do certain things and wasn't having the results that I desired. But again, it all, how are you most productive? What are your habits, and how can you use your habits to elevate your success, and what habits do you need to change, right? And then lack of implementation, because again, a lot of times, you know, it's not that we don't have an information problem, because we have all the information, we have all the knowledge. If not, guess what? We're Googling, we're, you know, joining programs, courses, picking up books on how to do XYZ. But the issue is that we don't implement, okay? So you put it off or whatever. So those are the 7 biggest mistakes that people make when achieving their goals. And the number one mistake that I believe that holds people back, like I said, of what they're truly capable of, is not a lack of knowledge or strategy or information. It's not a new strategy, right? Or an idea. Again, it's that whole knowledge without implementation. And any idea that you have or strategy you think of is pointless if you don't act on it. Okay, so those are the 7 that I believe, you know, hold people back from achieving their goals. But that main one is definitely that lack of implementation and not being consistent. And being consistent means executing consistently, okay? All right, so let me know if you're following me, if you picking up what I'm putting down. All right, so I'm moving on to the next slide. So I want you to write this down. The marketplace only rewards those ideas that get implemented. Again, execution is everything. Okay, so if you don't leave here with anything tonight, know that execution is everything. The only thing standing between you and your goal is your lack of belief in your consistent execution. So it's important that you have a clear vision about your life when it comes to what it is that you want for yourself, and also what it is that you want for your business. Okay, so that's important, right? That you have clarity. Clarity is so important. All right, because, you know, without a vision, like they say, the people will perish. And I encourage you, like, really to get clear about your vision, because clarity is power. And a lot of times people are like, okay, I'm not sure what it is that I want to be, what I want to be doing, or what I should be doing. But I promise you, if you are taking action and if you are implementing the information, guess what? You're going to get clarity along the way. Okay, there's so many things that, yes, you can write it down, you can journal, you can go have some quiet time by yourself to reflect and all those different things, and it brings clarity. But a lot of times that clarity comes from taking action. Okay, so how much clarity do you have about where you're headed right now? You know, when it comes to not even just your business, but, you know, your finances, your health, and your relationships. Okay, because having clarity plays an important role in all areas of our life, right? Not just about our business, because a lot of times we get on this, we want to focus on our business, but guess what? You cannot neglect the other areas of your life. Okay, so the clearer you are about what it is you want to achieve and the path to achieving it, the better you are of having success, right? The better you are to have that ability to serve others, because that's what we're all doing in whatever business, whatever it is that you're doing. It's a place of service. You're serving others, right? But you got to have clarity. Because like I said, again, as entrepreneurs, a lot of times we join these programs, or we're so busy, you know, focusing on the business aspect of it and not thinking about the other. We neglect the other areas of our business, right? Can you imagine, you know, how many days, possibly how many times out of the last, you know, month or so have you sat at your computer, possibly working all day, and you skipped lunch, or, you know, or you skipped dinner or whatever, taking breaks and stuff? You know, I know I'm guilty of that, where I've sat in front of this computer hours on top of hours and not taken the necessary action steps as far as, you know, health wise. And for a minute, I was doing great, you know, right? So I got to get back on track myself. So it's so easy when you focus so much time and attention on one area to begin to neglect the other areas of your life. Okay, so these are the 7 areas of your life, right? And if you have the workbook, they're in the workbook. Hi, Shanae. Hi, Margaret. Yes, focus on all areas of life. They all connect. Yes, Sean. So the 7 areas of your life are your spiritual, your health, family, relationships, finances, your career, and your social life. Like, I believe that you should have some type of goal for each area of these lives, right? Each of these areas, but not something that is going to overwhelm you. It's hard to work on 7 different things at one time, right? So that's why we always talk about life balance. There's really no such thing as life balance, but there are a few things that you can incorporate in, certain areas that actually won't, send you to this place of overwhelm. Okay, so I want you to think about an area of your life right now where you're possibly the most stuck, and write it down. If you have the workbook, you can, put it in the workbook. If not, pen and paper, and just write it down. Where do you feel like you're most stuck at right now? And what do you think is stopping you from getting where it is that you need to be right now in your life? All right. So think about that. And if you would, share in the comments if there's a particular area in your life where you feel like you need to be working on right now, drop it in the comments. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily always have to be business. And this really, the getting clarity aspect of it is the foundation of your success. Gloria, you found us. I saw your messages that you were having a hard time, locating where the live was. And I hope you were able to download the workbook. I actually put it in the comments as well. So I'm glad you were able to find us over here. I do see that you have joined us. Okay, so ladies, while you're doing that, just decide what it is that you want, right? I know that there's no limits on what you can achieve, whom you have to be, what you can do, or what you can have, right? The only limits is that we put on ourselves. Yes, you finally found us. So we'll be here every day this week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so, and if you, again, you can also go back and catch the replay as well. And for those of you who are just now joining, I am giving away a gift card, a $5 gift card for those of you who share in the comments what it is. Just let us know what it is that you do, right? Let us know about your business. All right. Okay, Shanae, I see that. Personal finances and health. All right. Denise wants to retire her husband. Yes. Awesome. Health, relationship, and finances. Love it. Okay, so that's what I love about this, because again, like I said, it's a lot of times we join a lot of groups on Facebook and things of that sort that are a lot of times focused on the business aspect, how to market our business, how to be visible and stuff like that. Like, I want to help you grow your business as well, but I also want to help you to grow in the other areas of your life, right? Because I know how important they are. Okay, so if you want to be wealthy, you want to be healthy, you want to be able to travel the world, all those things you can definitely do. You can accomplish, I believe, anything that you want, and because it's been done, right? And I promise you that's not fluff, right? Because you can look, there's evidence that it's happened for other people. And so it's possible for you. It's been proven. There's evidence all around us that it works. So at the end of the day, it's really about deciding what it is that you really want, determining, how much of the price you will have to pay. Let me make sure I want to switch to the next slide. I'm getting tongue-tied over here. All right, I see that, Tammy. Relationships and finances, health and wellness. Yes. All right. So on this slide, I'm really talking about how to achieve what it is that you want. And I miss doing live events, guys. Looking at the picture brings back so many, feelings. I miss being able to actually get out and connect with people. Online is great. And I've met some of you have actually had a chance to meet physically at events, or somehow we've, connected and things of that sort. So I'm excited. I'm gonna read this last comment. Let's see. Margaret is a coach for women 40 plus who have gone through stuff and are ready for a new start. And she's focusing on moving my business from part-time to full-time. Yes. So you can definitely do that. So let's talk about the 3 things that you need to do. You have to decide what it is that you really want, determine how much you have to pay to get that thing, and then pay the price, right? So what am I talking about? So if you want to be wealthy, right? What will you have to pay in terms of hours, work, dedication, and focus. Anything that you want is going to require some form of commitment, right? So that is the price. That is the price that you're going to have to pay. If you want a healthier body, what is it going to cost you in terms of conditioning your mindset, right? Because we all know it starts with a mindset. You can easily get on one of these little fads and lose 10 pounds in 10 days, but how are you going to keep it off? It requires you to actually do some conditioning of the mindset. It requires you to change your lifestyle, to exercise, to eat healthy. It requires some dedication, right? That is the price. Everything requires some form of dedication. You have to pay in some aspect to get what it is that you want. Okay? If you want to travel more, guess what? When this whole corona, this COVID is open, you can do it. We also got travel agents in the group, right? So you got travel agents that are here and ready to help you, book or plan a next trip. But again, it's going to require something of you. Is it the planning? Is it the saving up for the trip, right? All these different things. How many of you believe that you can have whatever it is that you want? Drop me in the comments, believe. So yes, dedication. Come on, sis, you got this. So especially, Shanae, because I know personally, right? When you were all planning for your wedding, you was getting all fine and stuff, right? And you was on this whole smoothie kick and all those different things. So you can do this thing again and you can keep it off. Yes, believe. Okay? Believe. So you have to believe it. Yes, Chantel says, I absolutely believe. Yeah, so believing it is one thing, and showing up, doing the work, the determination, that dedication, that consistency, that is the price that you are going to have to pay. All right, so I want you, let me see how many slides I got left. Let me make sure I'm not ahead of myself. Okay, so, all right, so our goals, right? Because this is what I want you to focus on. You should probably already have goals, because a lot of us are, hey, we're focused on this year end, finishing strong, all these different things. I want you to identify, share with us one of your major goals. Like, we know that you want to have that wellness is one of your goals. So if your goal is, to lose a certain amount of pounds, how many pounds is that? And then be realistic with it. If you said my goal is to lose, 30 pounds, sometimes 30 pounds sounds like a lot. So you might say, hey, my goal this month is to lose 5 pounds. My goal this month is to get 2 additional clients, or 2 additional clients this week, right? You know what it is that you're capable of doing based on how you show up. Okay, so your past behavior is a good reflection of what it is that you do now and the results that you can achieve over these next 5 days and the rest of this year based on how you have been showing up. So share one goal or write it down. Even if you don't share, you don't have to share it in the group. You can just put got my goal, but write that goal down that you want to be able to accomplish, right? If you find yourself getting stuck and not accomplishing your goals, focus on one goal. Focus on one thing right now. Okay, don't set too many goals and then you don't nothing happens because you're all over the place and you're trying to do so many things at once. So if it's just one goal, because again, we haven't talked about the habits yet, but you know what your habits are. You know, if you set too many goals, that's too overwhelming, that you're not going to do it. All right, so be very, what's name? Be very realistic, and most important, be real with yourself about what it is that you want to accomplish. And you got to make sure that that goal is a SMART goal, right? We talk about SMART goals all the time. I'm sure everybody has heard about SMART goals. That goal has to be specific. It has to be something that's measurable. It has to be something that is attainable, and also that it makes sure that it's relevant and you give it a deadline. Okay, so yes, 2 clients by the end of this month is definitely doable. Yes, Chris, yes, go back, catch the replay. Definitely share with us what your goals are, and I'm excited for you. Chris is doing her thing. She is doing her thing. I'm excited. I'm excited all the women that I've connected with who are going after their goals and their dreams and making things happen. Like, I'm excited about seeing other people win. Achieve net sales of 2,000. And Sean, you know that that is done. Okay. So, all right. Sorry, y'all. I got all excited over here. I get excited when I talk about goals because I know what's possible. Right. So as you're thinking about that goal that you've written down, and the thing is, guys, you want to write it down because, again, you got to get it out of your head on paper and onto paper. And a lot of times what happens is people do not write their goals down. So again, in the group, that's why on Monday, I encourage you to share it, because guess what? That's getting it out of your head onto paper. And only 3% of people have their goals written down. And those who have their goals written down are more likely to actually hit their goals. So write it down, put it on a sticky note, put it somewhere where you can be able to see it daily and stuff. So that way you can actually, you know, focus. You can focus on that goal and move the needle in your business or in your life, right? All right, so I hope that makes sense. Yes, 10 new people to your website this week. All right, and then tomorrow, so hopefully you already have an action plan, but if not, tomorrow we're actually talking about that action plan, right, on what it is that you need to do this month to actually make it happen. All right, to make sure you put that together, pivot as you need to, things of that sort. Because I believe with action, a lot of times, you know, sometimes we're doing a lot of things, but the thing is, you want to focus on those things that are going to bring you the most impact in your business. Okay, so while we're talking about your goals, like I mentioned earlier, like what is your why? And that's your compelling vision. Okay, so think about why you truly want to achieve this. Okay, why you truly want, you know, the 2 additional clients this month, to sit for your boards, to actually, you know, get 10 people to your website. What is it that you want? But most importantly, have that compelling vision behind it. So again, like I said, is it to leave a legacy? Is it to meet a specific income goal? And once you hit this specific income goal, what is that going to do for you? Is that like to pay off debt? Is that to be able to save, to be able to travel more? Is it to make an impact? Is it the time freedom? Like, why are you rolling up your sleeves? Why are you dedicated, so dedicated to making this happen? So that's your compelling reason why. Okay, that's the reason why that you are going to say, you know, keep going after those goals and stuff. Because guess what? Fear is going to kick in. All right, the belief that you can't do it, all those different things, that you're not good enough, that you don't know enough, that you don't have enough time, all those different things are going to kick in because they come up, right? Because that's just facts. That's just a part of it. But the vision is what's going to propel you and keep you in the game. All right, so that's why it's important that you have a compelling vision. Because how many times have you given up on a goal and you find yourself back working on that goal, you know, in another 60 days or 90 days, like that, like it keeps coming back to you to do it. And you're like, you know what, let me give this a try one more time, because there is something else, you know, of course, you know, there's a purpose, you know, all those different things, but there is a compelling vision why. And a lot of times you just need the right action plan to make it happen. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. So let's talk about the number one thing. You know, I've talked about, you know, quite a bit this tonight as far as like the whole dedication, commitment, all of those different things. But the number one thing you have to sacrifice is change, right? That is the number one thing throughout this process of you being able to achieve your goals that you're going to have to sacrifice is change. And if we're honest, change is uncomfortable. It is sometimes painful at times. Okay. But the vision is why the vision has to be worth it. What are you willing to endure for? Okay. What is your vision for your life and your business? Now, if this goal was for your kids, because a lot of us on here are parents, right? If you thought about if this goal was for your kid, you would break your neck trying to achieve this goal. So I want you to do the same thing for yourself. You're going to have to get uncomfortable. In that uncomfortable place in your life is only for a moment. Okay, so if you realize that and you focus on that, this is only for a moment. But again, you have everybody's moment lasts for a particular point of time. My moment may be, 3 months. Somebody else's moment may be, 30 days, 6 months. What is that moment? What is that time that you have to be uncomfortable, that time period where you have to continue to endure? Okay, because your business, your goals need to support your vision. Because when it gets hard, this is where you're going to have to return to, is your vision. This is why you are staying up late. This is why you've sacrificed this whole being comfortable, this whole change, being committed, showing up daily for yourself, weekly, keeping commitments to yourself. That's it, right? This is the whole reason. Your vision is the part that has to be very compelling. So we are, guys, about to wrap it up. Okay, so thank y'all for hanging out with me. Yes, you are so welcome. Thanks for reminding us that it's only a moment of being uncomfortable. It doesn't last forever. It doesn't. And at the end of it, on the other side of that is your goal. Okay, so your challenge assignment for day 1, right, is to write down your goal, write down your compelling vision for your life, right, and put it somewhere where you can see it daily. And for this challenge, maybe take a picture of your assignment, post it in the group here. There'll be a thread that I'll post a little bit afterwards that says day 1 goal challenge. Share it in the comments. If you write it down, if you're one of those that write it down, just take a picture of what you wrote down. We don't have to see it clearly. It's really just for you. But this is that whole accountability piece that, hey, you took the information and you did the work, right? So this is that whole accountability part that I was talking about, where I'm here to hold you accountable. All right, so does that make sense? All right. Yes, I've heard those coach hours, especially like with the Miracle Morning and the boot camp stuff. So yes, starting somewhere. So very helpful and informative. Yes, I'm glad you found this definitely informative. But most important, like I said, you guys definitely take action. Write down your goal, write down your compelling vision for your life, right? Again, why is it that you want this? The whole reason why you're sacrificing and doing all of this, putting in the work, right? And share it in the group. But after that, I want you to put it somewhere where you can see it daily. For me, I have some goals in here in my office, but I also have some on like sticky notes, like in my bathroom, right, where I can see them. I have some of my affirmations in my bathroom. I have my one big reminder here to focus, right? So I have to remind myself every day. And, again, your goal has to have a specific outcome. You don't just write things on your to-do list. There has to be some specific outcome, because if not, it's just a wish. Like, what is the outcome? All right. So my affirmation on how much I'm going to receive monthly from my business, like I have that stuff in front of me. Okay. So it's important. So I can't wait to hear what your goal is that you are going to focus on. And let's say this, write down your goal. Again, like I said, and again, you know yourself better than anyone else. So if it's only one thing that you can focus on, write down one goal that you want to focus on, or maybe you write the other ones down, like if you have other goals that you want to accomplish. But hey, this is the one that I'm focusing on in this period of time, right, where I feel stuck. And if I accomplish this is going to help me move the needle in my business or in my life, right? And share it. And then also write down your compelling vision. Does anyone have any questions? Let me know if anybody has any questions. Other than that, I won't keep you guys. I'm excited. I can't wait to see these goals. And tomorrow is really about creating an action plan to get there. So like I told you guys, no fluff. Like no fluff whatsoever. I want you to be able to come in here, get this information, and take it and go and get some results. Go implement it and make it happen. So that is it. I'll wait a few seconds to see if anyone has any questions. Thank you. You're welcome, Denise. Glad you were able to join us, join live. All right, Chantel says makes sense, very helpful, informative. Yes, yes, yes. All right, ladies. So I will see you guys tomorrow. If anything does come up and you have any questions, hashtag ask in the comments and ask your questions. I'll make sure I come back and acknowledge them or answer them. My inbox is open as well, you know, if you want to reach out, things of that sort. And I will post the thread in the group for you guys to share your day one challenges. So hopefully I see those tomorrow, because I know it's, you know, it's kind of late for some people, especially for some of us on this East Coast. So if I don't see your challenge, your goals tonight, I understand. But make sure you come and join us in the group tomorrow and share. All right. So thank you. All right. All right. See you guys tomorrow. I'm glad that you were off and able to catch the video as well. All right. So tomorrow, I'll be here tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can't catch it live. You want to make sure you grab the replay. The replays are going to be available, I believe it's until like Monday. Okay. And then I do take them down. All right. So, all right, guys. All right. All right. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.